Paris is calling you. Paris wants you. Paris needs you. Yes, it does not matter which country you're from, India, Nepal, Bangladesh, US, UK. You are being called to be at the Olympic Games in Paris in 2024. That's like next year. This is your invitation to be in Paris for the biggest and the most memorable experiences that anyone on this earth can have. The Olympic Games. You get to be a part of this. All for minimal things. It's just a simple process, 2 to 3 steps, and off you go. If you are excited, curious to know how you can be a part of 2024 Paris Olympics, then you need to stay tuned to this video. Keep watching. Do hit that like button, subscribe, share, and everything you want to do. That's good karma for you. Let's get started. Get you to Paris. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Not a gimmick. I'm not here to sell you random thing. And this is not, you have to pay money. I'm not asking you to buy anything from me, not asking you to do any such thing. You do not have to spend anything till you get through this process. You need one thing. You just need one thing. That is the desire, the determination, and enthusiasm to go to Paris. If you have that, I'm sure you have that. That's why you're watching this video. That's all you need. Trust me, this is this easy. How many of you have wondered, imagined, dreamt of that day when you are standing under the Eiffel Tower, savoring some French cuisine, roaming around the beautiful streets, sitting around in a roadside cafe, those Instagram-worthy moments you dream of, all of it reality. It's just a couple of steps away for you now. In this video, you will know exactly what to do, when to do, how to do, and you are there. Guys, firstly, I'll give you a little bit of background on the Olympics. What are these? In case you're not aware, living in a cave or hibernating or just rest. Okay, just makes us forget things. Don't worry, we'll revise it here. Then I'll give you process. Your role is going to be how do you apply, get to Paris, all the details around it, what is there for you, what are the benefits associated with applying for this, and some closing thoughts. Step by step, we'll go deep, we'll dive into it, and I'll make sure you have all the information you require to get to your dream destination. Let's get started. I'm Jen. I make videos on my life stories, curated experiences I've lived through. I want to share anything and everything that excites me, connects me to you. In this video, I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic, going to be trending in some time. You are going to be the first one to know about this and to be an action taker here. I don't think a lot of people know about this as of yet. So you have that initial first mover advantage if you take the action now, and you do not have to spend a single rupee in this. Firstly, what is this opportunity? This is an opportunity for you to sign up and apply as a volunteer for the Paris Olympics 2024. Yes, you get to be an official volunteer at the Olympic Games. Basics. Who is a volunteer? A volunteer is basically someone who agrees or is interested in working or getting acquainted with a couple of skills, a couple of tasks which are required to do a job, and most of the times for little to no remuneration or little to no monetary benefits. Person who works on a specified project, on a specified task, on a specified location, anywhere, it can be remote also. In return, they are getting the experiences, they are getting the skills, they are getting trained, they are getting better at what the talents are. This is the remuneration basically. They do not get any specific monetary salary benefits here. This is basically a volunteer. You are volunteering for it, means you have, you enthusiastically, you willingly, your own consent, accepted that you are going to perform certain tasks which have been laid down. An opportunity as such comes across, go to the task and you're like, okay, I can do this task, or I want to do this task and I'm okay to get trained in it, or maybe I have some initial skills in it and I'm okay to hone these skills further or nurture myself further and get some experience, some very valuable experience in return, and I'm okay with not getting paid for it. Okay, there can be some allowances or some other benefits associated, maybe a certificate, maybe some experience recommendation letters or something else that is associated, but most of the times it's not in cash. It's mostly like the experience, the stay, the benefits, the networks, and all of those things, which we are going to discuss further. So this is a volunteer, and as a volunteer at the Paris Olympics 2024, you are going to get the same experiences of an Olympic game, how an Olympic tournament, how such a grand experiences managed, executed, delivered, initiated, all the processes, the departments involved in it, what goes on daily. You just see one match on your TV screens or maybe in the stadium, but you do not know the nitty-gritties involved in it backstage. How are the players performing? How are the players preparing for it? Who are the people involved in making sure the ground is okay, the stadium is okay, each seat present, each lighting present, each rope, each pole, everything has to be perfect. The broadcasting, everything is coming right properly onto your TV screens or via the internet medium that you have chosen or subscribed to. Is everything going on well? Is the live telecasting well? Everything has to be ensured. The social media profiles, what is going on, the live feed, the tweets, the posts, everything is monitored, everything is discussed, there's a plan for everything, and you need people for this, right? There are a couple of people, of course, who are working for pay, different levels, of course, are in the committee, the core committee, and of course the government and the other third parties which have been employed. But then there are also volunteers that are required because this is such a grand event, right? So you need people from all walks of life to support the core team, because the more the better in an event which is so grand, right? That is where you come in. You are going to help the core team make sure that this event is a grand success, and in return you're going to learn so much about how such an event is executed and a lot of other things that you get in return, right? This is what a volunteer is. This is what your role is going to be at the Paris Olympics. Now let's get into a little bit of history about Olympics, what these are, when were they started, and the dates, and a little bit. Paris Olympics are going to be a multi-sport event like every Olympics that are there, scheduled to take place from the 26th of July 2024 to the 11th of August 2024. Paris is its main host city, and 16 cities spread across metropolitan France, and one in Tahiti, which is an island within the French overseas country and overseas collectivity of French Polynesia as a subsite. The quota limit for the athletes 10,500. Events are going to be 329 in 32 sports, like 48 disciplines. The opening is going to be on the 26th of July 2024. Stadium is going to be Stade de France or Stade de France, however you will pronounce that. The last Olympics was in Tokyo, which was in 2020, but it happened in 2021. As you all know, because of the coronavirus pandemic, it had to be moved, postponed to 2021, but the name didn't change. The name was still Tokyo 2020. Even that had volunteers been aware of it, because due to the pandemic they were not accepting people from outside of Japan. It was only inside Japan. But in Paris right now, it does not matter where you are invited, you are accepted, you are needed. What are the Olympics? There are Summer Olympics, there are Winter Olympics. These are the Summer Olympics which I'm talking about. These are basically also known as the Games of the Olympiad, referred to as Summer Olympics, as I told you just right now. It is a major international multi-sport event. It is normally held once every 4 years. Like inaugural Games, which is the first Olympics, took place back in 1896. It was held in Athens in Greece. The latest one was in Tokyo. The National Olympic Committee, which is IOC, is responsible for organizing the games and for overseeing the host city's preparations. Games have now been held till date in 19 different countries over 5 continents 4 times. 4 times in the US, then 3 times in Britain, twice in Greece, then in Germany and Australia and Japan, and once each in Sweden, Belgium, Netherlands, Finland, Italy, Mexico, Canada, the Soviet Union, South Korea, Spain, China, and Brazil. Is the time for Paris, which will be hosting the Summer Olympics in 2024, which is the third time Paris will be hosting this Olympic Games, followed by Los Angeles, which will host the games in 2028. This is all information that you need. And with medal count, the United States leads the all-time medal count at the Summer Olympics. I already knew this, but just some info for you. Was the general information that you should be aware of. You have a background on what the Olympics are, where they are going to be held, and a lot of the things. Going to dive into the applications, the process, and what you need to do to become volunteer at the Summer Olympics. Guys, I'm going to take you across to the website and everything as we speak, so that you get to see and not just hear me, but also see what you have to do, where you have to go, and all of that live on your screen in this video. Okay, so it's all clear to you. First thing you need to do is you need to go on to paris2024-2024.org.org/volunteers. Okay, this is the website. This is the official website for the volunteer application where you need to apply. This is run by the official Paris 24 Olympics committee, so you can be sure that this is correct, this is not fake, this is not mugging you in any sense. Okay, so once you go onto this page, I'm going to link it down below in the description box too. You can check that out in case you're not clear with what I just said, right? So once you go onto the page, the home page itself will show you the countdown of when the Olympic Games are beginning, the Paralympics and the Summer Olympics. We are now talking about the Summer Olympics. You can go and apply for any of these, of course. If you want to become a Paris 2024 Games volunteer, the first thing is you will see a clear apply button on top, and you get to just click on that apply button and it takes you to the process of applying. Okay, let's go ahead and apply, see what happens. Ask me to register. Okay, so I'll just put in my email. In case I'm not logged in earlier, I'll have to register separately for this, because I haven't registered before. So I'll have to register, and it asks me for my first name, it asks me for my last name, and it asks me to set a password, which I am going to do just right now. I have to read the privacy policy for the games, and once I've done that, I will go and check mark saying yes, I have read the policy, and click on register now. That is the registration link. Code on my email, and I'll go and check my email, find the code, and apply that code over here. Okay, and validate. Will ask me for a couple more details about me, which is what my salutation is. It is Mr., Mrs. or other. Then it'll ask me for my birthday, and I'm going to enter that here. Pretty straightforward till now, right? But it's all straightforward ahead also. There's nothing too eerie here. Then it asks me for my country, which is India. I'm going to apply that. My postal code, which is where I live, the current residence, the code for that. Country code is of course going to be +91, which is for India, right? This is again very, very straightforward. Mobile phone, and I'll just add my mobile phone over here, right? Communication language, I'll add it as English. I agree to receive updates. Click on agree, because yes, I agree to it. And then I go ahead and click on continue. It asks me to join the club Paris 2024, and then it tells me I have a couple of perks, which is why should you join. It tells me I'll get loads of exclusive Paris 2024 information, ticketing, torch, relay, etc. Then hundreds of invitations to sports, cultures and VIP events, which is like, oh my god. And then exceptional moments to experience, of course, right? You get to experience running the marathon, pour, and then the meeting of champions, visiting competition sites, and so much more. Then you go ahead and click on join to submit your application. Okay, now it will take me around 30 to 45 minutes for me to complete this entire process. We have to give in my personal information, which is the first step, which is my identity, address, skills, availability, and then role matching, wherein they'll ask me a couple of questions, which is in 2 series of 90 questions, and it takes about 20 minutes, and that helps them understand which role will be better for you. Okay, and then there's a final final step, which is submitting your application, wherein you just have to submit and give your consent that you are ready to be a part of this game. Okay, now, so this is the entire process. I have shown you, I've visually taken you through the process, and it's pretty much simple. You do not have to pay anything over here. You just have to give in your details, like your address, phone number, skills, and your hobbies, and all of those things, and your availability, of course. And then you just click on submit, just a couple of questions, and that's it. And just block 40-45 minutes of your time and complete this if you are interested in going for this, and that's it, done. This was the process. I told you it is simple, right? We're going to talk about the next steps, which is what are the benefits you're going to get from this, why should you apply for this, what are the other experiences that people who have gone before in Tokyo and other places shared. I have done a lot of research, known what they have experienced, so I want to share it with you so that you get to make an informed choice. What's in this for you? Now you know the process to apply. Why should you apply for this? Number one thing is for the experience. The experience doesn't have to pay you money. A lot of experiences are there to show you how beautiful, bright, wonderful the world is, how a different profession, a different industry works, how interesting, demanding. This is just how things work. To be there to understand this, and there is a lot that you get to experience. Imagine just being in the stadium, just being backstage, having the ability to just run around on any, in every cubicle, in every corner. Is going anywhere because you have the ID card, you have the pass, you are the volunteer, and it's official, and you get to be anywhere without asking permission. Of course, not to anything, but you can just explore the entire place. You have 10 to 15 days for yourself. You get to, of course, click pictures, videos, do a lot of different things. You get to document this entire thing. You get to experience it there. It's such a beautiful thing, right? We only see one match on television. You get to experience the entire event, day and night there. Second most important benefit is the network. When you go there, when you meet people from different walks of life, when you are in a different country altogether, you meet so many different people. You don't just make friends, but you can also make very important career contacts. Maybe somebody might offer you a job. Maybe somebody might offer you a partnership in a remote online business. You just don't know what clicks, right? So this is such an important opportunity. And the best part, even if nothing else works, you get to put this on your resume. And we all know how important international job experience is. And volunteering for the Olympics, everybody knows what Olympics are. And you have been a volunteer for this. And when this goes on your resume, imagine how many talking points you have during an interview. This can be an icebreaker for all your future conversations, not just career-wise, but also relationships-wise, right? It can give you so much to talk about. And it is so impressive once it goes on your resume. You should definitely put it there. Why not? These are the most important benefits that you are going to get. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you, right? Paris requires more than 40,000, I think around 40,000 volunteers, and you could be one of them. Guys, I have heard from people who have been there last Olympics that the ones who were volunteering were also people at top executive levels like managers, senior managers, directors, VPs, GMs. All of these also signed up in the past and might do that again now and been there as volunteers because they wanted to experience this. So of course you should too, right? The applications are now open. You can just go ahead on the portal and apply. Once you apply, we're going to get a result, email, or calls in a couple of weeks. They're going to inform you whether or not you're shortlisted, and once you are, they're going to have an interview or a group discussion kind of a thing, and then the next trainings and a couple of things will follow. Now once all of this is done, you will be invited to come there and be there for at least 10 to 15 days, and that's it. And yes, then you will have to, of course, apply for your Schengen visa. You have to bear the cost for the flights, visa, accommodation and everything, but yes, in rare cases they might provide accommodation too. I'm not very sure on this, but yes, this is going to be the process. And they also give you a daily allowance of some, I think, I don't know how much, but they'll give you a daily allowance for your travel and all of those miscellaneous. The role you'll basically be paired according to your skill set, maybe in technology field or wherever your skill set is. So they'll match it according to what you are best at. Don't worry about that. I'm also planning to apply for this, so who knows, we might just cross paths there. If you're interested, then please do apply. I am sure it's going to be a wonderful opportunity, and please do comment and tag me if you are applying and just let me know your experience. That's all I had in this video. If you liked it, please do like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you again soon. Bye.